Hello, my name is Mathew. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to present my social injustice project. My project is called Project Kindness. The social injustice topic that I will be talking about in my project is ageism. Ageism is the prejudice or discrimination against different age groups, such as elderly people, and it is thought to be the most frequent form of prejudice. Ageism is the social idea that because we are a certain age, we are not able to do something. And this is because elderly people are often seen as less active and withdrawn from social settings. Discrimination and unfair treatment of elderly can be seen in things such as finding jobs, because many elderly people often have mental or physical illnesses that prevent them from doing so, which has caused a growing issue among young people of not really respecting or caring for elderly people. We need to create and promote a healthy aging and discourage media stereotypes which portray elderly people as old and boring. Donna M. Wilson discovered in her research that 48 to 91% of elderly individuals suffer some form of ageism, and 50 to 98% of younger people have discriminated against an elderly person. Elderly people are the most forgotten and mistreated individuals, and this is because ageism is increasing due to an increase in population of elderly people. In this graph I included, you can see the distribution of individuals of ageist attitudes by country, and I showed this to show that this is a real-world issue that impacts so many different countries. It is not exclusive to a certain race or religion, it is to almost every country worldwide. The function and purpose of my project, Kindness, is that we will be combating age-related discrimination by giving back to our elderly community in New Jersey. We will perform service activities and volunteer our time for these elderly people and show compassion to those who are lost and alone. Our mission is to bring awareness to ageism and how it negatively affects the elderly people in our New Jersey community. We want to create an inclusive environment by teaching our younger generations to help respect and care for our older generations. Our target audience for our project are elderly people in New Jersey, and our personnel are MLK scholars and volunteers. The structure of my program are that we will have meetings twice a month. The first meeting is when we will establish a location of where we will be going, and it will also be a time where MLK scholars as well as volunteers can sign up to participate in activities. In our second meeting in a month, we will physically make our care packages, whatever activity we're doing. In this example, I use care packages, and we will finalize any planning or activity we will be doing that month. After 2 meetings, and after creating our activities, once a month we will visit a nursing home or a nursing hospital and spend time with our residents and provide whatever service or activity we planned that month. At the end, we will perform surveys to get feedback from the people at the nursing homes as well as our own volunteers. The place and venue we will be doing this are nursing homes and nursing hospitals where elderly residents live. And some examples I included, these can be found near the Seton Hall campus as well as all over New Jersey. There will be a lot of different activities we will do, and it will really range each month depending on what we want to do that month. For example, during the winter time, we can sing songs and carols and sing it for Christmas time. We can also make care packages with handwritten letters and flowers and different kinds of basic essentials. We can also bake goods and help around staff with cleaning and meal times. Measuring effectiveness. We will measure effectiveness by doing surveys at the end of our month, our rotation, and we will give surveys to the staff, to our volunteers, as well as the residents, and get feedback on how they are feeling, and decide then if we should go to a new place or come back to visit the same place. Also, we can measure effectiveness by the joy that our patients feel and that the elderly feel, depending on if they're happy that we are there and how we performed. How often? We will be doing this once a month, and we can schedule this depending on the holidays, such as if a special holiday is coming up, we can move it closer to that event and do activities around that holiday. And we will do this by rotating hospitals and rotating volunteers so that we can reach a farther audience and it won't be exclusive to one certain nursing home. We can reach a farther amount of elderly people. Expensive. We will not be using a lot of expenses, so our budget will be pretty low because most of the things we can do, such as writing handwritten letters, we can do at home and it doesn't cost much. Also, singing songs do not cost much. But if we do need to raise money, such as buying basic essentials such as in our care package, we can host fundraisers such as bake sales to raise that money and take in donations. Another thing about expenses is we can use volunteers for these programs. Our MLK scholars can get volunteer hours for spending time with the elderly and participating in this program, and it can motivate them to come join it. What about COVID? Because of the global pandemic, we would have to take necessary precautions to keep ourselves and our residents safe. But it's important to realize that because of COVID, we have all been in a pandemic and quarantined and away from people. We often wonder how this affects our mental health, and it affects the mental health of young children who are in Zoom school. But we fail to realize that this can also affect the mentality of the elderly people who do not have Zoom, who do not have FaceTime like we do to contact and participate in activities with other people. Since the pandemic happened, they have been mostly forgotten in this entire situation, and a lot of them are lost and alone in these residential homes where they can't see anybody. And this is why, now more than ever, we should be taking this program to help these elderly people know that they are loved and valued and cared for, and to give back to them and show them that we respect them. This is my bibliography. This is the brochure that I have created, and on my brochure I show what it is, where, and why, and it explains what our project is and can help people who are confused or want to know more about it. This is the graphic I created for my project, and this is something that we can put on our social media platforms to promote the program and the project and get more people involved. Now I'm going to be talking about myself. I am part of the Dayton Collegiate Academy at my high school. I am in the National Honor Society and the National Art Honor Society, and also have received Principal Honor Roll and Honor Roll throughout high school. I participate in a lot of volunteer work. I have been volunteering at Overlook Medical Hospital for the past 4 years, where I am a junior volunteer. I also am part of Good Souls Toastmasters Speech Club, where I teach the youngest sub-junior batch of kids, ages 5 to 7. A lot of these children are first-generation immigrant children, and English isn't their first language. I help to emphasize creating a strong foundation for these children to build their speaking skills and to be confident in their words, so that when they go out in the real world, whether it is school for making speeches or just in their daily conversations, they can make meaningful contributions to society. I also am a mentor and leader in Little Flower Mission League. Our core values are service, sacrifice, suffering, and charity. I teach children the importance of charity. We do a lot of service activities, such as donating and fundraising to give an education to children in other poor countries. And we also volunteer at soup kitchens throughout the year. I am also a part of Medical Careers Club at my school, and I am part of the Leadership Executive Board. There I do fundraising and coordinate activities, and my favorite activity that we have done that I have participated in all 4 years of high school is making comfort blankets for the Children's Specialized Hospital. We hand-make comfort blankets to give to patients who are awaiting chemotherapy. I'm also the Vice President of the National Art Honor Society at my school. Here I fundraise and bring and promote people to come to our club. I believe that I deserve to be part of that Martin Luther King Scholars and Association because I have come a long way. I went from being a quiet and shy girl in school to a confident young lady who has big dreams. I am very passionate about giving back to the society and helping bring especially young children to be confident future leaders. If I'm privileged to be a part of this program, I promise to work hard and try my best and to make positive contributions to the program. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you.